watching the Sonic High School Sports Blast.
Thanks for coming back. For the first time ever, the Tennessee Middle School Athletic Association holding a state basketball tournament this year. And what do you know? Memphis teams winning state titles. The boys basketball teams at Lester Middle School, Highland Oaks Middle School, Bellevue Middle School, and the girls basketball team at Havenview Middle School. Local 24 Sports Director Doc Holliday sat down with them.
Joining me are the champions. In case you all didn't know, for the first time ever, the Tennessee Middle School Athletic Association decided to hold a state basketball championship. And you know, usually when that happens, if teams from Memphis make it there, we're going to come back with the ships. This time, we came back with the ships. Bellevue Middle School Middle School basketball coach Byron Harris, state champions.
Yes, sir.
Mark Freeman, head coach of Highland Oaks, state champions. Stephen Terrell, Lester Prep, state champions. Kinsey Wells, Havenview Middle School, state champions. First of all, Coach Harris, I'm going to start with you, man, since you know your dad was my first coach.
Yes, sir.
Football, Pee Wee. So we got to start with you. First of all, Coach Justin. Not only, man, you all are history makers. How does it feel to go down there and make history, man, and bring home a state championship for the first time ever with this athletic association having this tournament?
Well, first of all, it's a blessing, and we just thank God for the opportunity to be able to go down there, man, and man, just to be in that atmosphere for the first time, and to see these guys, and not only my guys, but all everybody's here shine. So it was not only important for our school, but also the city of Memphis.
Coach Freeman, same with you, man. I mean, you got 4 schools, man, go up there. Your team played a tough game, man. It was pretty tough. I heard it was, couple of little shady calls, but we from Memphis, we kind of used to that. I mean, just talk about, man, you all bringing it back, man, and your squad accomplishing what they accomplished.
Just to piggyback on Coach, it was a great experience for our kids, just for the city of Memphis, period. And to give these youth something, especially middle school, something different, like the high school, to get them ready for the high school. Just to travel up that road and bring it right back. Bring that gold ball back is a great feeling.
Now, Coach Terrell, I heard, man, they was joking with you, man. They like, you used to this. That's what Lester does, man. But anyway, man, still, man, no small accomplishment, man. Winning never gets old, man.
Well, it was my first time as a head coach. And it's amazing, like, to let my 8th graders go out with a state championship, the first ever. It's amazing.
Now, Coach Wells, Havenview Middle School, man. Now, usually, man, I take the young ladies first, but I like to say the best for last. They standing over there, man. Just talk about what that means, man, not only for Havenview, man, but for your young ladies on the squad, man, because they had a tough game as well, man. Everybody up here had a tough game, except for Lester, but everybody else, you all had to gut it out, man, in a close ball game for you all as well.
Yes, with the girls, it meant so much because we put in the hard work over building this team over the last few years, and this was the first time this year we were the underdog. We played a team that was 44-0 in the last 44 games, and it's a great accomplishment, and it was great for the city. One thing the other coaches didn't mention, but we were there, we were cheering for each other. When Highland Oaks, we had all the Havenview fans, and it was screaming 901, and I'm sure it was the same thing with the other games. So it was beautiful to bring it back to the city.
Now, the team, you all had to be girls AAA, man, Carpenter's Middle, man. Got y'all anyway, Coach. Hey, tell us who you all have with you all, man, because all these young Royals couldn't be mic'd up. We got money at ABC 24. That's a lot of microphones, though. So, Coach, first of all, tell us who you got with you, man.
I have my point guard, Ashley Henderson, one of the top leaders on my team. And my double machine, they call her Shaq Christiana Whitehead.
Is that why she got the boot on? She working that way? She worked herself into a boot on?
She worked herself before the boot, after the boot. She actually was playing injured the whole tournament.
Outstanding. Coach Terrell, hey, man, just tell her who you got with you, bro.
I got my captain, point guard, my leader, Marcus Crawford, and I got Mr. Buckets, all-time leading scorer at Lester Prep, Jamarian Harvard.
Coach Freeman, who you got with you, man?
I got both of my captains. They've been with me 3 years. Joshua Holloway, Rigel Moore.
Coach Harris?
I got Antonio A.J. Dilworth.
You got a D in front of his name?
D? You got to put D. Okay, and I got my man right here, Langston Rogers. Great ball player.
Now, Coach, going back to you, man, you all talked about cheering each other, man. Just talk about that support that Memphis teams go up there with, man, because a lot of people like to call the vision and see the vision, but that ain't how we work in the M, man. We support each other and we help each other.
Again, at the games coming in, I saw Mark and I saw the other coaches in passing, and we dapped up, go on, get this one for the city. And so we saw 901 had the little signs, and like I said, they cheered for us, we cheered for them, and it was beautiful to see that. And it was what we were screaming, 901 versus everybody, not everybody, 901 versus everybody.
That's real. How does that help you all, man? People don't understand. I play ball. It does help when you have people from your area, man, that's pulling for you, man.
It helped a lot because Friday and Saturday, like, we brought a decent amount with Leicester, but the other team, they had like the whole side filled up. Mm-hmm. And we had our fans, but to see Mark up there, like, let's go, because we had some battles this year. So knowing he support, it just was amazing.
Now, Mark, you all playing Mount Juliet, man. It's kind of close to where you are. I know they probably had the home court advantage there, man. Just talk about how impressed you were with your young men, man, your young Royals to be able to tough it out in that kind of situation.
Through the circumstance of the refs, they did a great deed because we deal with this all season. I don't think if you can't come out of Memphis and make it to the championship game, you won't make it. But we came out in that championship game, so we come out of the championship game, we should be able to beat everybody up that way. Mm-hmm. There's no place like Memphis basketball. No place, I don't think. And all in all, we did a great job, man.
And lastly, Coach Harris, man, Bellevue, man, everybody faced with adversity, man, but just what's your young men able to accomplish, man, and coming back? Because you all have a level of excellence that you all have over there at Bellevue, and you all are continuing it.
Well, first of all, it was tough, and you get a lot of negative things that might come about, not only about the school but to these players, and man, just to see how they came through, not only in the games but also at practice. I was just so pleased to see them overcome this adversity, but not only them, but the school, man. We have a wonderful principal, man, and Mr. Kevin Malone, and he just uplifted everybody, man. He got all these big time buses for them, the hotels. We had the drummers and the majorettes, the cheerleaders. So it was a big thing to show that Bellevue, even through adversity, we can overcome. And,
no, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying we can overcome, and these guys, proved it on the basketball court.
No doubt about it. So everybody know Bellevue knocked off Crestview, 58-43 AA champions. They beat you up, we beat you down.
That's right.
Leicester knocked off Hampton, just crushed them 57-27. Beat you up, we beat you down. Right. Havenview Middle School knocked off Carpenter, 34-30. Girls AAA beat you up and beat you down. And as I said, Highland Oaks over Mount Juliet, 34-31. Champions, 9-on-1 versus everybody. Salute, Cole, appreciate you. Young fellas, young Royals, young ladies, the champions.
Our champion this week, our Delta Tech Player of the Week, is Matthew Morrell, helping his team, the Whitehaven Tigers, get their first win over East in 2 years. Morrell with 26 points in the win. Now, Morrell is a 2024 star, one of the Memphis Tigers' targets for the future. And watching that game, you just had to imagine if maybe James Wiseman stayed an extra year and played with Morrell someday. It'd be crazy.
I thought you were getting at maybe he was staying after trying to get him to come to Memphis. I thought that's what you were getting at.
No.
But no, Memphis is going hard for him. Last time I saw that him in a game was at Olive Branch. I saw him since, but a couple times ago, and they'd had the entire staff out there.
Well, they are watching him. We are watching him, and we continue to watch all the teams this postseason here on Sonic High School Sports Blast. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll see you back here next week for round 2.
Thanks for watching the Sonic High School Sports Blast. This week's show was sponsored by Sonic, by SKB Facilities and Maintenance. We take pride in our work. You'll take pride in our results. All American Sports, your team sports headquarters. By Delta Technical College, hands-on takeoff. And by A Step Ahead.